I don't even know what to do right now. That keeps happening. This one smells good. What's up, my people? Welcome back. So glad you're here. Man, it is a great day, and it is a mixed compilation of feelings and thoughts because it's the last 27, 9:30 something. What is poking me in the back of my head? Is the last 30 something hours before the school year ends. And man, I am thankful and I am exhausted. And it's fine, you know. Everything in its season. There's a time and a place for some exhaustion. And by the time you see this video, I think I will be like 48 hours away from a 2-week off-grid time in the wilderness to get away and get refreshed. I am immensely grateful. So it's gonna be really good, man. So okay, so I think I've been talking about this for a couple of episodes, 3, 4, 5, whatever. I don't know, however long it's been. But it's finally happening. Today, I am dropping off artwork at a new location, and that location is called the Hotel McCoy. And man, it's cool. It is one of the coolest hotels I've ever seen, and I'm gonna put my work on display for both the benefit of the hotel and for the selling of my work. And man, they've offered me a lot of space to display my art, and I am so excited because, you know, like 5, 7, 8 years ago, I don't think I could have imagined opportunities like this as an artist. And when you sit in the wee hours of the morning or the late hours of the evening alone while everyone else is asleep and you're making your art, you hope it finds places like this. You hope it finds people to view and appreciate it. But you don't know, it's not a guarantee. Like, you can make all the art in the world, it doesn't mean it's gonna go on display. And so to have opportunities like this is a huge, huge opportunity and a gift, and I'm just freaking stoked for it. So, you know, if you're in the Bryan College Station area and you need a place to stay, definitely check out Hotel McCoy. You can actually, this is the cool part, you can request to stay in the room where my work is on display. So at the hotel, I have work in the lobby, and then I also have work in one of the rooms there. And man, it's just cool. Just more than that, it's encouraging. It's really encouraging. So that's, I don't even have words to talk about it yet, mostly because I'm tired. And that's fine. So, thank you for being along on the artist journey of this YouTube channel. It's fun to share that stuff with you. It's fun to put out work into the world and to see it appreciated. So, that's super encouraging. Anyways, moving on to today's topic. We're talking about role models, and I think one of the things that gets neglected when it comes to soul care, taking care of yourself, is this idea of role models. Like, who are the people in your life that encourage you to live life well, and who model the kind of characteristics or traits or lifestyle that you yourself want to live by? And I think having role models in your life is incredibly important. You know, you need a role model because these are the people that are hopefully further along down the path than you are. And their way of being encourages you to take further steps down the path. Blue Jay agrees. So what are the things that you look for? What are the things that you look for in a role model? You know, number one, are they living in a way that's virtuous? You know, obviously, there are people who are out there who are successful in their craft or in their lifestyle or in their business and their work, but they're not imitatable, nor are they worthy of imitation. we shouldn't have role models who nosedive into debauchery every day. It's not even a role model. It's a bad example. Sure, they might be successful. They might, have a record label or a sports contract or whatever. But their life is in shambles. Their marriage is in shambles. Their health is in shambles. Disqualifies them from being a role model. The other thing that I think role models offer us is a mirror unto ourselves. When we look at our role models, we are in a sense having ourself reflected back to us, and we have an opportunity to look at the ways in which we ourselves are living well and the ways in which we are not living well. I think about some of my role models, and it reminds me there's some ways in which I still need to grow. And I'm thankful for that. And then the last thing that I think role models offer us is a target to aim at, right? Jordan Peterson talks about this a lot in his work. When we're moving forward in life, we need to have targets to aim at. Because if we're just blindly firing away at life, we seldom, if ever, make progress. You can't progress in life without a destination to move toward. And role models, in a way, can be that for us. So I'll give you some examples. I have a healthy number of role models, I think. You can definitely have too many, that's for sure. But I'll offer you 3 examples of some role models in my life. And, a role model doesn't have to be a contemporary person living life today. And I would say I have 3 role models, 2 who lived before me and a contemporary right now. Feels like a redundant statement. My first role model is my patron saint, St. Patrick. And I will at some point do an entire video just on the life of St. Patrick, because number one, I don't think most people actually know the life of St. Patrick. The man is an incredible man of God who was taken as a slave, rescued by God, and then spends the rest of his life sharing the gospel with the people who enslaved him. Absolutely incredible story. And I love St. Patrick because he reminds me that even when we are in dark places, it's us who are called to be the light. So I love that about him. And St. Patrick is not only my patron saint, but he's my role model and he is my brother. And I am very thankful for the impact that he has in my life. My second role model, maybe it's surprising to some people, maybe not, is Theodore Roosevelt. President Roosevelt. And man, I wish I could sit down to breakfast with President Roosevelt. I wish I could have a whole day to ride horses and smoke cigars and talk about life with Theodore Roosevelt. The man is incredible. Just the sheer volume of things that he did with his life. When you think of a person that lived life to the fullest, President Roosevelt is on the short list of people that have done that. And that's what I admire most about him. He did not waste a single minute of his life. And one of the things that one of the things that Theodore Roosevelt challenges me on is that he was both a great man and dearly loved by his children and his wife. And I find the more I look at history and the more I look at different men throughout history, it feels like the majority of them were one of 2 things. Either they were great in life and terrible in home life, or they were great in home life but had very little impact on the rest of the world. And Theodore Roosevelt was somehow able to do both. He did an enormous amount of writing. He was president twice. He did a whole slew of other things that by themselves are incredible. And yet, he was dearly loved by his wife and children. He did it both. He did both. And that's what I admire about him. That's one of the reasons I have him as a role model. I want to live life to the fullest like that. And I look at his life and I read about his life and I try to imitate it where I am able. And then my last role model that I would share with you is a contemporary man that nobody at this point should be surprised by, and that's Jordan Peterson. I hope someday to get to shake his hand and thank him, like the bajillions of other men out there, thank him for the impact and the work he's had in my life. The thing I admire most about Jordan Peterson is his willingness to speak the truth no matter what. And not even that, but it's his willingness to speak the truth no matter what, and to see that as an adventure. To speak the truth and then see what happens and view that as an adventure. It's an incredible personality trait that I think more of us need. I myself included, and I'm working toward that. To say what needs to be said without hesitation, and to see the outcome of that speaking as part of the adventure of life. You know, Jordan Peterson's written a lot of books. He's given a lot of lectures. He has worked with the Daily Wire. He has his own podcast. And he has had an impact on masculinity and manhood and the lives of men around the world. And he does it because he wants to see the lives of others be better. Like, how could you not have that guy as a role model? I don't agree with Jordan on everything. I think it's beautiful that his wife has joined the Catholic Church, and I hope, sure, like all other Catholics, that someday he will fully cross the Tiber and join the faith. But regardless, Jordan is a role model in my life, and I am very grateful for the ways in which I am a better man because of his work. So those are some examples of people that I would call role models in my life. The question I would pose to you then is, who are the role models that you have? Do you have role models? Do you have people in your life that you want to imitate some, if not all, of their way of being? And maybe that's worth journaling about for a while. Who are the people you look up to? Who are the role models? What is it about their life that you admire that you want to imitate in your own life? And if you don't have role models, what are the things you're looking for in a role model? Who are the people living the way you want to live that you can read their work or watch their YouTube channel? Take some time to think about that, and then put those people's work as a regular part of your living experience so that your role models are always in front of you, encouraging you to move forward in life. Man, that's all I have for you today. This video is going to take 8 hours to edit because a buzzsaw keeps going off in the neighbor's yard. That's fine. I like editing. It's no big deal. Later today, I'm going to go drop off some artwork. I'm going to celebrate the end of the school year. And I'm going to rejoice at the good things that are going on in my world. I hope you're able to do the same thing. Take some time. Celebrate the good stuff going on. Find some role models. Have a great freaking day. And until I talk to you next time, keep climbing.